Hollywood loves a classic hero, a muscle-bound warrior, a brilliant detective, or a superhero in a cape. But sometimes the best heroes are the ones you least expect. They don't fit the mold, they're flawed, sometimes even reluctant. But that's what makes them so endearing. There's something deeply satisfying about watching an underdog, an outcast, or a seemingly ordinary person step up and surprise everyone. So let's look into what the charm is of unlikely heroes in movies. Take 2016's The Accountant, for instance. Ben Affleck's Christian Wolf is not your average action star, he's an accountant. Sure, with a very particular set of skills, but still an accountant. His autism makes social interactions a challenge, but it also gives him laser-sharp focus, making him a master strategist and an unexpectedly lethal force. Watching someone so methodical and introverted take down criminals is a refreshing twist on the action genre. And in 2017, Affleck was presented with the first ever AutFest Awareness Award, organized by the American Autism Society, for putting a spotlight on the condition with his efforts.
On one level, the movie is kind of fun. It's a comedy, action hero, whatever you want to call it, like adventure movie. But it's also, an autistic superhero, essentially at the core of it. And I thought that was really neat. And I just wanted to honor the folks who helped me do the research for this movie and the folks who are dealing with this, and to show you that if you have autism, you can do just about anything, including be a hitman.
Paul Rudd's Scott Lang in Ant-Man is another great example. A petty thief turned superhero, not exactly prime Avengers material, but that's the fun of it. Scott's just a regular guy trying to do right by his daughter, and his everyman charm makes him one of the most relatable heroes in the Marvel Universe. Rudd, who up till then was mainly known for his comedic roles, was also pretty unlikely to be cast in the part, but these days he's one of our favorite MCU characters.
I liked the idea. I liked that people would say, huh? Really? Because it didn't make any sense to many people, including myself. And then, but that hopefully they would see it and they would not think that anymore.
2014's The Monuments Men flips the war movie genre on its head by focusing on a ragtag group of artists and historians, not soldiers, on a mission to save art from the Nazis. They're completely out of their element, which makes their courage and determination even more compelling. The film was co-produced and directed by George Clooney, who had a hard time getting the movie off the ground, not unlike with many of his other films that also feature unlikely protagonists.
Look, we're making a World War II movie about art, so, you have to show up every once in a while and help sell it. No one wants to make a black and white movie about Edward R. Murrow, and no one wanted to make Michael Clayton, and quite honestly, no one wanted to make, The Descendants with Alexander Payne. It's hard to get those movies made. You have to keep the budget down. So I enjoy right now, while they're giving me the keys to the toy box, I enjoy just playing with all the toys until they take it away.
Or how about 2006's The Pursuit of Happiness? This picture proves that heroism isn't always about fighting bad guys or saving the world, but about perseverance.
Huh? Where's my shoe? Where's you knocked off my shoe! No, what shoe?
Based on a true story, Will Smith's Chris Gardner is battling poverty, homelessness, and the crushing weight of failure. He's an ordinary man in extraordinary circumstances, refusing to give up for the sake of his young son. His resilience and sheer determination to turn his life around make him a powerful and relatable hero.
You can't even make this movie if it's not a true story. I mean, so many things happened, and just going through all of the stories with Chris, there were things that we couldn't put in the movie because no one would ever believe it as a true story. And his life is amazing, and fact is stranger than fiction.
And then there's Jennifer Garner in Peppermint, released in 2018, playing a grieving mother turned vigilante. She's no trained assassin, just a woman pushed to the brink who decides to take justice into her own hands. That emotional core makes her journey feel personal, raw, and full of primal female instinct.
If she's enraged enough, she can take on a broken system all by herself, and that nothing will push a woman to that point like her kids. And this woman lost her family, and then the system let her down, and all she knows to do is to take care of as much of the system as she possibly can, and she fully expects to go along with it.
What makes these unlikely heroes so captivating is that they aren't supposed to be the ones saving the day. They don't have it all figured out. They make mistakes. They struggle. But they still rise to the occasion. And that's what makes them worth rooting for. Because deep down, we all want to believe that the most unexpected people, maybe even ourselves, can be heroes.